What's up? It's your boy Super Mario 1990, first video of the year 2020, and I'm hitting y'all with a Bad Boys for Life spoiler-free review. This movie, I will say, was lit. It was fire. I loved it. I had high expectations coming into it, and not only were they exceeded, there were some things going on in this movie that I just wasn't expecting. And Bad Boys, the first one, was my favorite movie of all time, so I had to go see this one. And I will say I really liked the themes in this film. The comedy was still there. The action was really good. If you guys have seen the first two, it was, for me, what I really liked about it was Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. I saw both those sitcoms, Martin and Fresh Prince, growing up. So teaming them two together in a buddy cop, which is my favorite genre of all time, is the buddy cop films. That was a really good idea, and I really liked how you put them in comical situations and let them play out. With Martin and Will, it was really good. And then with Bad Boys 2, I still like Bad Boys 2, but it was more Michael Bay action heavy. With this film, they did a really good job of keeping the action in its place a little bit. You get Martin and Will, you get the relationship, but it's more dramatic this time around. The comedy is still there, but it's some very heartfelt moments. Really good themes about just brotherhood, family that's in there. That's really good. And getting old too is kind of thing. Like, you know, one person being in denial of how old they really are, and the other one accepting how old they are and that I can't do things like this anymore. And the back and forth, that's what Martin and Will have with their characters in this one. It kind of brought me to mind of my previous favorite franchise of all time, Lethal Weapon. Now that Bad Boys is officially a trilogy and my favorite movie is Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys is now my favorite franchise because this third one was so good. And it did remind me of Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, their performances in Lethal Weapon 4, where Danny Glover, you know, Roger Murtaugh, he knew he was too old for this. Mel Gibson's Martin Riggs, he was losing a step, but he didn't want to admit it. It's kind of like what you see in this film, and it's really good. And the villains, straight vicious in this movie. Like, I wasn't expecting it, but the villains are straight vicious in this movie. I thought Bad Boys 2 was gritty. This one, they take it to a whole nother level. And the action sequences, like I said, they're really good. And unlike Bad Boys 2, they don't overstay their welcome, which I thought was really good. The pacing in the film is really good. The dramatic tone, you know, it's strong, it's heartfelt, and it's real. But at the same time, it's still Bad Boys. They did a really good job with like the transitions from being serious to then being comedic and lighthearted, and then, you know, action heavy. They were like very, very smooth transitions. Everything still had a natural flow to it, and it was really good. So if you guys, you know, are available, you can check this movie out. Bad Boys for Life. If you love the first two and you like Martin and Will, or, you know, you just like buddy cop films, this one is really good. It's up there at the top for me. I really loved it. And yeah, so if you can, you know, check it out. It was lit. This your boy Super Mario 1990. Signing off. I'm out. Peace in.